Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Gone! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And that hits the crossbar and comes back no good. And by just a couple of inches, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now it's Watson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Reset.
Here's Watson now on second down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Ryan Shazier coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Tiger. Come back. Black better not feel it.
Here's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he spins past him and into space. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Now back to throw. They'll roll him out right. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the under pressure again, and down he goes again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Black 22! Black 22! Come back!
Watson. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Ryan Shazier in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Target.
On second down, here's Barkley. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Target. Down. Green, down.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Green, down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Target. Richmond.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And some room to run now. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Saquon Barkley doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Carlson now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll set up a throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go. Gun.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Target. Reset.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Down. Green the line. Reset.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, nice move at midfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Down. Green the line.
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Black 22. Black 22. Black 99 Philly. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
A handoff to Barkley. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Down. Blue 80. Blue 80.
A shotgun snap for Watson. The 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. In for the score. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
This will be taken in at the 1. Fights him off. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. It's a gain of 6 on the play, so the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. He uncorks it for Snead. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. A spin. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Yeah, baby.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Down. Black 22. Black 22. Come back, come back. Reset, reset, reset.
first down, it's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Down. Blue 80. Blue 80. Come back.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Reset. Tiger. Come back. Richmond. Reset. Black 99 Philly. Reset. Come back.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Down. Blue 80. Richmond.
Here's a give to Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Black 22.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down. 10. Blue 80. coming.
On first down, Watson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Now Saquon Barkley. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Black 99, feel it.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Watch 88. Watch 88. Check 9.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Carlson now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Flushed out right. Pass incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Going up top. And got his man complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. You don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
And they'll go on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos add on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Carlson now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll run it here. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Stanley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running.
He's got him in, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Now let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he spins through, and they're running right through it. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
No.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Broncos on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football? That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Broncos continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? No. I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Set. Green, 39.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriots.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit! No.
Off the bootleg. Stanley. And able to find Green. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And on the ground they go with a running back. There he goes inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? It's patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, oh, he's come alive and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney! Leopard! 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 Leopard!
Right back to him on first down. Fights through at the 5. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go! 3:19! 3:19!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And Green with a catch left side. The ball comes out, and now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Back to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he fends him off. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over! Check. Lucky.
On 1st and 10, Stanley. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great. A game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for L.A., things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.